First tonight, anger and demands for answers across Colorado this evening. I'm glad you're with us tonight. I'm Shannon Ogden.
And I'm Jessica Porter. Protesters have hit the streets around the state, calling for accountability after a federal immigration officer shot and killed a woman in Minneapolis.
37-year-old Renee Good, a U.S. citizen originally from Colorado. And tonight, demonstrators want justice. A crowd's growing in front of the state capitol here in Denver to make their voices heard. Denver 7's Claire Lavazorio joins us live from there tonight.
And Claire, these protesters want to see concrete changes across the country.
Yeah, organizers say this is an emergency call for action after that shooting death in Minneapolis. And tonight we're expecting dozens of people to show up here on the steps of our state capitol, not only to remember Renee Good, but also to demand accountability from the ICE officer involved in her death. And we are starting to see some of those people show up here tonight. I'll have my photographers show you here just across the street from those steps. They plan on starting things off here at the Capitol in just a couple of minutes. They will then hear from a few speakers to kick things off, one of them being Jeanette Vizquera. We know she was recently released from ICE custody in Aurora and is an activist in this community.
Even with Renee not being my family member, my relative, or my friend, I don't even know her personally. I still think what happened was wrong. I think it's a very dangerous precedent to set that, ICE can go and attack legal citizens in this country.
Right, we'll continue to follow that protest at the state capitol tonight and get Claire Lavazorio back on this story. Well, dozens of people also showed up to protest ICE in Aurora today. This was the scene at the corner of Ralston Road and Wadsworth Boulevard this afternoon. Demonstrators shared a similar message, demanding justice for Good and calling for ICE agents to leave our communities.
And videos of that deadly ICE shooting that sparked the protest show the agent who shot Good was wearing a mask. We've seen this. Now, federal agents concealing their identities, very hot topic right now in Denver.
And now 2 city council members are working on a bill they believe could end that practice. Denver 7's Veronica Acosta spoke with them about why they say it would boost accountability, while opponents argue that the city can't control federal policies.
As immigration enforcement operations continue across the country, it's what we can't see some take major issue with.
You don't know who the person is, and it will escalate the situation immediately.
Federal agents with face coverings. It's what Denver City Councilwomen Flora Alvidrez and Chantel Lewis are challenging, working on a bill they believe could end this practice.
We're exploring new territory.
They say federal agents in masks erode public trust, make it difficult for residents to verify authority, and increase fear.
Complying with the lack of competency within the federal administration and what they are causing in terms of terror in our communities is unacceptable.
Their solution: establish clear minimum standards for visible identification during enforcement actions in Denver, to include prohibiting law enforcement from wearing a facial covering in a city facility and when they're detaining, arresting, or restraining someone. Though some, like John Caldera, the president of the Independence Institute, say this proposed bill is a pipe dream.
They have no control over what the federal government does.
Instead, Caldera says city leaders should focus on what they can do. Councilwomen Alvidrez and Lewis plan to begin the conversation regarding the federal masking policy during a committee meeting Monday, an attempt to chart new territory.
If everyone around the country is willing to change laws or ignore laws or try new things, we have to do the same.
In Denver, Veronica Acosta, Denver 7.
And in a statement, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security about this said, sanctuary politicians attempting to ban our federal law enforcement from wearing masks is despicable and a flagrant attempt to endanger our officers. To be crystal clear, we will not abide by a city council's unconstitutional ban.
Going in depth, some federal immigration officers argue masking is necessary for their own safety. Denver 7 investigates Natalie Chuck went behind the scenes with ICE in Denver last year. She saw many agents concealing their identity during operations and asked the field office director about their policy.
I leave it up to my officers whether or not they want a mask. Masking is not something that we choose to do, it's something we have to do because our officers and agents are being doxxed and their families are being doxxed.
Is there an argument to be made that some people would say these are jobs that have been signed up for, and if threats come with it, that's part of the job?
No, I think it's unfair to say that people's families put at risk as part of the job. That's completely uncalled for.
Scan the QR code on your screen to revisit Natalie's interview with the field office director.